Oh no, I'm definitely gonna die here. I've never seen anything like it. Look at this place. Now this is what I'm talking about. It really is like being on a different planet. It looks a little bit like a boneyard. Oh, let's go over here. It's getting even more amazing. What's in here? I'm intrigued. That's one of the best looking trees I think I've ever seen. Whoa! Oh no! Nearly died on camera. Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Always wonderful to have you along with me on a walk. Now, let's address the elephant in the room straight away. Yes, I promised that the next walk was going to be a walk up to Glaramara, the second episode of Hiking Away Rights, this season of Hiking Away Rights. But I've had to just postpone that a little bit because of this little furry one here. I don't know if she's in shot. That last walk I was on up on Bessie Boot, that was only 4 miles and it was, you know, pretty steady away, pretty gentle and grassy and not too bad. And she was absolutely destroyed at the end of it. She was all right on the day, but the days following that, she was really, really struggling and she didn't move actually. So I think those days of doing the long walks with Finn are pretty much over. This next episode is going to be at least double the distance of that first one. So I thought I'd bring you out on a walk that I've fancied doing for years. I've never been here before. This is the first time. And I mean, I've gone past this hill so many times over the years. I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get up there. But yeah, I think it's going to be wonderful up there. There's a lot of limestone pavement and quite a lot of interest. So we'll see. Isn't it beautiful here though? Absolutely gorgeous. This is the Lancaster Canal and I've just parked up at I think it's called the Hideaway there, and it's near the junction 36 of the M6. Wonderful. Such a beautiful, calm morning. Have a look at this. Let's get on with the walk and I'll catch up with you a little bit further round. So that's where we're going today, up to the top of Falton Knot. Yeah, so we pretty much follow the Lancaster Canal for a couple of miles maybe, through to the hamlet of Falton itself. And then we're going to cut across the front of the hill at the bottom and at some point head up the side. The north side I think it is we're going up. But yeah, I'm very excited. If I was to go into the Lake District today, it would be absolutely rammed, I think. So the motorway is just over there and I can hear it's very, very busy. So that'll be a lot of day trippers coming in. I mean, I will see people up here, no doubt, but it'll be nowhere near as busy as up in the lakes. So there are advantages to getting away and doing other stuff. And she's happy, she likes it. You know, you can see a lot of it's flat so far. And before we know it, we'll be at the top, gazing upon the amazing limestone pavement. Like I said, I've never been up here, but I've always wanted to. God, it's just gorgeous around here. I've got no idea what this river is here. I'll find out though, and I'll put it on the screen if it is anything. I don't even know if you can see it. Can you see it? I'll have a look. I've got a map here, but I can't bother getting out. I'm too busy looking at everything. It's too gorgeous. Yeah, so this canal was used, to be honest with you, I don't know exactly what it was used for. I guess it's like all canals. It was used for industry, moving things up and down the country. And it runs all the way down to Preston, I believe. So from Kendal to Preston. Yeah, it will be. And I know a bit further up, it actually completely dries out and there's a aqueduct that goes over. It's like a dry aqueduct now, but obviously it used to be a functional aqueduct that goes over, oh, what's it called? Forgotten the name of the village now. I'll put it on the screen. I've completely forgotten. My mind's gone blank. It's too early. It's Sunday morning. I've only had one coffee. You know, it's a fascinating place. I mean, you can actually walk the whole length if you want to. And the further south you get, as you get towards Lancaster and what have you, it's got a completely different feel to it. To this is very remote and, you know, a lot of fields and very quiet. Whereas you start to kind of go through villages and there's what they call canal boats and all sorts of life on the canal. It's good. Right, let's get on to Falton, the hamlet, and I'll try not to talk too much. Okay, this is the second bridge. As I mentioned before, when you get further north towards Kendal, there's no water in the canal. It's kind of weird, you get these bridges going over nothing, you know. It's quite bizarre. It's lovely around here though. Look at it. Okay, so this is the third bridge, and I almost went too far, so I don't want to carry on down this path here. I actually want to get across the bridge and onto the road that's going to take me through the hamlet and a farm and other stuff. Come on, Finn. This way. Come on, dog. Oh, you're a good girl. Right, let's get onto that road. This is bridge number 158. I called it number 3. It's the third one I've hit, but it's actually bridge number 158. So let's get up here and then across. Oh, isn't this cute? Morning. Okay, this is the hamlet of Falton. And we just walk through here and then eventually get to Marsden Farm, and there should be a footpath just after that. Okay, I must admit I have become a little bit of a geek in my old age, spotting letterboxes like this. I mean, it is lovely around here. This is a beautiful little village or hamlet or whatever it is, but the M6 is so close and incredibly loud. You can probably hear it on here. Okay, at some point you get to this real sharp right-hander on the road, and this is where we leave. I hope there's a footpath around here. I think it must be out to the left. Must be up this way here. We don't want to be going down there, so let's get up and then hopefully not through a field of horses, because I think I saw some horses a minute ago. Oh no. It's a fat man style. I don't know if I can get through because I'm a fat man. Oh no, it's all the gear. No idea. Right, here we go. Off the road at last and heading up this field, so some sheep in here. And just make my way up to the tree line there. You can see there's like a bit of a grassy trod going up. Love it so far. I would say it's peaceful, but it's not. All I can hear is the M6. Oh, it's definitely getting steeper towards this end bit here. Whew. Must admit, I'm quite glad that I'm not in that field, because there's a couple of horses there. Wow, love that tree. I don't know if it's coming out in the camera. Let's get a slightly different angle. I think it's an oak. Oh, it's just getting steeper. Wow, that was a bit of a shock. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Look at that. Lovely, lovely shape. Out the back of the field. This really, really sturdy looking style here. Look at it. Oh, definitely gonna die here. Oh boy. I tell you now, I'm a little bit worried about this. Oh wow, it's really slippy as well. It's all kind of leaning. I don't know where I'm gonna put my feet. Let's use that rock. That foot over there. Honestly, you've never seen anything like this in your life. How do I get through life? Okay, done it. So, you know, already at the end of that field there, we're getting this incredible view out towards the west. And it's looking lovely today. You can see Bowfell, you can see all the Furnace Fells there. I'm looking forward to getting to the top. So let's get on. Let's follow this wall here, and eventually I think it kind of starts to curve around and go up the fell side. So you can see how steep-sided this western flank is here. Very, very steep indeed. Hopefully you can see it. Look at that. It's lovely. I've not seen anybody yet. Just a couple of farmers, and that's it. It's my kind of walk. Okay, it's starting to curve around now and heading up a little bit. Wow, this is quite dense gorse. It'd be great to come back here in April when it's all yellow. Wow, it's getting even more dense. And the problem is as well, no one's come here today by the looks of it, because I'm walking through a gazillion spider webs. Okay, we're starting to go up now, as you can probably tell, because I'm sweating like mad. And it's pretty steep, you know, it's not a gentle slope up. Love it though, I love all this gorse. I don't think I've ever seen so much gorse in all my life, in fact. So much of it, so dense. Definitely coming back here, like I said, in April. Wow, look how dense it is here. It's actually like a gorse woodland. I've never seen anything like it. So yeah, I guess because of making good progress going up, there can't be that much left of uphill to do, he says. But I don't think there will be. And we finally emerge from the gorse forest to get that view. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely stunning? Wow. Gorgeous motorway sounds. Me droning on. So yeah, just zigzagging up now. And I don't think it'll take long at all to get to the top at this pace and at this steepness. Now, I did say at the beginning that I'd be heading up the north side of the hill, and I've lied. I'm actually coming up the west. So across a little bit and then up the western flank here. That's why it's so steep. But the path is very obvious. I didn't see an obvious path going off around that way, which is the actual path. This is very clearly defined. What I'll do is I'll map this path in the description. Wow, this is getting steep. Oh, I can't wait to get to the top. I can't wait to show you what you can see from here. It's got a real Arnside Knot vibe to it. Very similar to Scout Scar, Whitbarrow Scar, and also Hamps Fell. And I'll talk about that in a minute when we get to the top, when I can breathe again. Oh, that's lovely. First bit of sunlight hitting the skin. Oh, I just blinded myself as well. Oh, lovely. I'm probably blinding you as well with my rather shiny white head. I just can't believe I've never been up here. But I will explain why, and it's probably the same reason why a lot of you guys haven't been up here either. It's like a prairie land up here. This is very similar to parts of Whitbarrow, like I said, you know, Whitbarrow's got a lot of these open grassy areas. Okay, I just realised that my microphone was in the wrong place and it was bashing against the sternum strap clip. So I'm very sorry about any knocking sound you've been hearing. It wasn't the sound of my knees. Okay, this isn't quite the summit, it's just up there, not far at all, but it's worth stopping here because it's at this point really, in fact I probably need to move a little bit further down that way to get a more clear view looking down towards the motorway. But honestly, the views here are incredible. Looking out towards Morecambe Bay, I can see Heysham, I can see Arnside Knot, behind that is Grange over Sands, you can see Hamps Fell, you can see Blackcomb way off in the distance, Whitbarrow is there, we can see you know, Dow Crag, the Old Man, Wetherlam, all that, Langdale Pikes, pretty much all the Lakeland Fells. See the Kentmere Horseshoe very clearly. Bits of Kendal, I think. I might be wrong there. Yeah, it must be Kendal. And of course, the motorway here. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, if you've ever visited the Lake District from the south, you've driven up and you've come to South Lakes, you would have driven past this hill. You would have gone along the M6 and come off at junction 36 just there. And I bet a lot of you probably didn't even notice it was here. Probably didn't give it any credence whatsoever. Yeah, I hope after this video, I hope this hill is now on your radar, because it's definitely worth it. I think a lot of people, you know, and myself included, I count myself in that because this is the first time for me. Just drive past it because it's, you know, you're on the way to the Lake District. I live in the lakes, or South Lakes, so when I go past it, it's normally I'm heading off to drop Finn off, or I'm heading back up the motorway from somewhere. So it's never really something that I kind of got time to do or anything like that, you know. But every time I drive past it, I think, oh, I've got to get up there, because it looks amazing from the motorway. You can see all the limestone pavement up on New Biggin Crags, which is a bit further that way. We'll go and have a look at that. And, you know, I call this home hill. So when I'm coming up the motorway, as soon as I can see this hill, I can see it way back, you know, towards Carnforth, just after Lancaster. I can spot this hill. I'm like, oh, it's home hill. I'm nearly home. And there is actually a little village called Home down there, actually, so it's kind of a double entendre. So yeah, let's get up to the summit, and then we'll make our way over to New Biggin Crags and go and have a look at that limestone pavement. That's what I'm here for, really. Very excited. Let's go and have a look. All right, here we are on the summit of Falton Knot. As you can see by this young vandal here jumping all over the cairn. Lovely, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So I was down there a minute ago, literally 3 minutes, you know, from where I stood looking at the motorway. And you can kind of see the motorway a little bit here, down there, but yeah, to the north it's gone. But flippin' heck, can you hear it? It's so loud, even from here. Right, let's make our way over to New Biggin Crags and marvel at Ingleborough, which is over there. Need to go and walk that soon, I think. Here we go. Here's a little bit of the limestone pavement. But I think there's a stile or a gate down here we can get across. Right, Finny, you know how to do this? Good girl. The question is, do I know how to do this? Ooh, hang on a sec. Eek, camera. Right, so we'll go around to the right. So actually this is called Home Park Fell. I think New Biggin Crags is actually a bit further over that direction. Look at this place. I think what I'm going to do is walk up here and then see if I can get onto the highest point just up there. I can't believe all this blue sky. Amazing. The weather's been rubbish lately. This is a very interesting looking area here. I mean, it just looks like a big lump of concrete, doesn't it? But as I've mentioned before on a previous video, this is Carboniferous limestone, and it was formed around about 300 million years ago and was once the seabed. It's basically trillions upon trillions of crustaceans, shells, all that kind of stuff. It's pulverized over millions of years. I mean, that's a very simplistic overview of what it is. There's a lot more to it than that, but it's just a fascinating area. And you know, this is connected. This is the same seam of limestone as that's on Hamps Fell, Whitbarrow Scar and Scout Scar, and maybe even Arnside Knot as well, probably Arnside Knot. And it may well run all the way to Malham. I don't know, this might be the same one, but amazing. I think it's amazing anyway. Natural history is amazing. Look at these bits that have been separated from the rest of the pavement here. Look almost like erratics, don't they? But, and there's loads of them, loads of boulders all over the place. I think what I might do is, like I said, head on up to the top here and have a look back down towards Falton Knot, and then slowly make my way over here, just threading through all these interesting areas here. You can see there's all sorts down there. How do I get up there? What's the best way? Yeah, it's quite an angle here. Must be 20, 25 degrees, something like that. Maybe even a bit more. Oh, there's the motorway again. As soon as you come over that little crest there, you can really hear the sound of it. This is lovely. I love the colour of the rock and limestone, sorry. That juxtaposed with the blue sky. It's a very kind of Greek feel to it for some reason. I don't know why that is. Good girl. These are definitely significantly bigger chunks of limestone here now. What a great place. What a playground. I think what I'd like to do at some point is head over to Malham Cove and do a video there, because I've been there once in my life, and that was a school trip a very long time ago, and like, you know, back in the black and white days almost. Even then, when I wasn't really into nature and, you know, the outdoors or anything like that, even then I was blown away, like, wow, this is actually quite a special place. So I'd like to go back and see that, because it is very similar to this, very similar, but on a bigger scale. Right, I think what I'd like to do is have a rummage around in that little pot there and see what we can see, because there's a lot more trees down that way. And what you can do is you can actually head on to Hutton Roof from here. You can see it over there, way over in the distance there, and you could tack that on and then make a bigger loop. But I did look at perhaps doing that today. However, you know, with her being a little bit old, we're just going to do the shorter route, aren't we? Besides, I've not brought any FOOD for the DOG, so we can't hang around too long because she'll start pestering. Okay, it's getting positively crowded now. There's 3 people up on Falton Knot, so let's get the hell out of here. Back down to that stile finny. The trouble is, like I've always said, it's that hanging off the back. Look. Right, let's go. This is a really interesting area here as well. Just over that stile, you can kind of see how deep it is, you know, above the ground. It's a good 5.5 foot, something like that maybe. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of area I like. As we drop down here, you can see all these weird, twisted and gnarled trees. I'm just going to spin you back round, because look at that, it's like a lunarscape. It really is like being on a different planet. Now, down here, I don't know if it's coming through on the camera, it looks like I'm about to go through some cemetery gates. It looks a little bit like a boneyard. Yeah, definitely need to come back here with my camera on a misty day, definitely. Because I think you get some amazing shapes here, amazing photographs. Do you see what I mean about it feeling a little bit like a boneyard? Ooh, you've got this little path going down, and you've got all the gravestones going along. It just feels that way. It's weird. But, loving these trees, loving them. Loving this place altogether, actually. It does feel like the kind of place you'd imagine the ancient people, you know, having ceremonies and worshipping their gods and what have you. Thinking to smell rabbits. There'd be loads of rabbits around here. See, look, again, that tree. What a shape. Now, get the right angle, you know, get down low. Or on a misty day, you wouldn't need to. It's a shame about this one here in the foreground. These two, in fact. Kind of messing it up a little bit. How dare they? There's lots of spiky bits around here. Need to be careful. Okay, let's have a look. Where am I going now? It looks very enticing over this way here. Let's go and have a look over there. It's kind of difficult to see anything because I've got the sun blinding me the whole time as well. Okay, I'm at the top now and looking back down into the cemetery. There's a couple of people walking through it there, look. Honestly, you could have a field day up here. You could spend an entire day just exploring, and I think you probably wouldn't even scratch the surface in one day. Yeah, I think if you came back here every day, I think you'd end up discovering something new, something you'd never, you know, you'd perhaps walked past so many times over the years and never seen it. It's that sort of place. Now, I'm gonna go over there. Those trees look fascinating to me. I don't know what they are. I'm kind of guessing that they're ash, but they're sort of dead. But they just look amazing. You know, maybe they've been struck by lightning. I just love the way that trees that are petrified and been struck by lightning then look like lightning. You know, all the branches of electricity coming off. They're like little miniature trees. Got the shadow of the camera on me, I know. It drives me nuts. What's going on with the sun? Why is everything the wrong side? Particularly like this one here. Oh, let's go over here. It's getting even more amazing. Have a look. Okay, it looked better from a distance. But still, it's interesting, you know. Right, I think I've probably bored you to death with limestone and cute looking awesome trees. So I think what I'm going to do is probably head off the hill now, because what I've done foolishly is I've left the WATER for the DOG back in the van. I've not brought her any water, and she's having a drink from these little puddles in the limestone. So I'm going to slowly mosey on over towards New Biggin Crags and drop off the hill, like I said, and then hook right back round and head back towards the van and see what else we can see along the way. It's good. Hope you're enjoying it. I hope this has given you an appetite for some limestone action. Perhaps get up here yourself. Back out on the prairie. Isn't it beautiful? Actually, now this would make a fantastic photograph, because you've got this little path here, you've got trees, and you've got Ingleborough in the background. So imagine it on a, well, you know, non-wall-to-wall sunshiny day like it is today. This would make an amazing view, amazing photograph. Oh, it's a nice tree. I'm obsessed, don't I? But it's a lovely little one on its own there, look. That would be great, wouldn't it? And literally just around the corner, there's this one. It's never ending shot opportunities around here, never ending. And you know, if you're not into photography, it's never ending, just lovely views. So I'm not 100% sure where I'm going. There's a path going that way, and there's a path going that way, but I'm just winging it. We'll just see where it takes us, and whichever path I take, I'll make sure I map it for you guys. Lovely, honestly, look at it. Yorkshire Dales. This is North Yorkshire here. So the border of Cumbria ends a little bit further on, actually, but just past Kirby Lonsdale, which is over that direction, but Ingleborough is in Yorkshire, North Yorkshire. Right, we're now on this track, and according to the map, we're going to head down into a disused quarry. I forgot to bring my cap. I brought my hat because it was so cold this morning. I thought, right, it's just going to be a cold day. I won't need my cap, I'll just have my hat on. But it's so warm. The sun has actually still got quite a bit of heat in it. It's now the 5th of November. But the problem I'm worried about is because there's obviously a bit of heat in that sun, there's a little bit of strength in that sun, is ending up burning my head, which sounds ridiculous in November, but well, you can burn any time of year, really. I know so many people that, you know, baldies like me, who've ended up getting all kinds of tumours on the top of the head. So this is why I normally slap on Factor 50. I've always got a cap on, but today I've screwed up. So another reason to get to the vein. I don't know whether to go, because let's have a look at the time. It's 11 o'clock. By the time I get there, it'll be 12-ish. Maybe after 12. I was thinking, is it going to be too early for a pint? But it probably won't be, actually. It'll be fine. And I've got somewhere in mind. I think it might be rammed full of people having the Sunday roasts, but that's okay. We could go and nosy at them and look at the food and, you know, salivate. Right, I'm going to stop yip-yapping for a little bit and let you enjoy walking through this gorse again. Morning, you alright? That's pretty much where we're going. I don't know if I'm pointing the right direction. There's a farm there, and just behind the farm is where I've parked the van. In fact, I think you can even see the van. Alright, so the track eventually finishes and turns into this little path. I mean, it's not much of a track, that, by the way. I was expecting something wider, but it's just a path. And then we drop onto this path, and we're kind of doubling back on ourselves a little bit. So we kind of came in from there all the way down here, and now we're going this way. Gate time. Okay, we've got a small man gate and fat boy gate. Let's see if the fat boy gate's open. Yes, it is. All right, this is Puddlemire Lane. Love that name, so cute. And we could actually walk down there if we wanted to, but it's just a lot of tarmac. I want to go through the fields, so we're going to head straight down across this little T-junction, or crossroads, I guess it could be here. To Akebank, which I think is just this little farm here, and we branch off and across the fields. Love it. I think she's loving it too. This is about the right distance for her now. I think anything more and she's absolutely wiped out. I mean, she'll be sleeping for the rest of today. So yeah, I'll be handing her back to her mum on Tuesday, which means this weekend, rain or shine, I'll be out doing episode 2 of season 4, Hiking the Wainwrights, as promised weeks ago. See, this is the stuff I love. Just finding paths and, you know, looking at a map and plotting your route, finding all the footpaths. It's wonderful. It's one of my favourite things, actually, because you get to see things you wouldn't normally see. And of course, if you're plotting your own route, more often than not, you end up not seeing a single soul. Just get an OS map out, either on your phone, using the app or the paper map, and just follow the green dotted lines. It's so easy, and you get to see places like this. Wonderful. Kind of feels like I'm in someone's garden now. Well, I am. Oh, hello, got a friend. Aha. What's in here? I'm intrigued. Nothing. No bodies. It's not a murder house. Oh. That's it, good dog with it. I'm not going to be able to fit through that tiny, tiny gap. Eek. Right, in you come. Oh. So at least get it back to where it was. God, it got all chaotic then, going through there. It's a very cute dog, but there's a lot of entanglement going on with Finn on her lead. Anyway, lovely, isn't it? I mean, just look at it. Look at those trees there. See, I've never been here, never walked around this bit before. You can see Falton at the back there. That's where I was. And it is just this kind of hiking that really excites me, to be honest with you. Just, like I said, picking up a map and plotting a route and seeing, you can kind of get this idea, this sort of an idea of what it's going to look like when you're looking at the map, you know, based on the contours and the paths and the buildings. But it's never quite the same. It never looks how you'd imagine it to. It always looks better, I think. Looking forward to doing more of this around the country and beyond. Little style, straight through the gate, fantastic. Now I need to consult the map. I'm not too sure which way I'm going, whether I'm going to go that way or that way. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll do it while you guys are on. I'll turn you around so you can see something. Flipping sun. Okay, I just use the OS maps on here. I do have paper maps as well for when I'm up in the mountains, just in case, and I have them in a map case and all that kind of stuff, just as a backup, but this is my main thing. Oh, there's rabbits in here. Yeah, we're going up this side here, straight over another fence, and it curves around down towards the river, down towards Nook Bridge. How lovely does that sound? Flipping heck, days like today, there's fewer places nicer than Great Britain, I think, and in summer as well. It's a wonderful place. In winter it can be quite grim. Over the stile. How are you going to do this? Oh, you can go under. Can you go under? Under you go. No. Go that way then. Okay. Look at the colours now. I mean, look at that tree. Wow, I love the shape of it. It's like a giant mushroom. Right, we're actually heading down towards that amazing looking tree. So we'll take a closer look at it. It's a really, really beautiful day today in terms of light. Very soft, about 45-degree angle. This is Rembrandt lighting, so no wonder everything looks so nice. It's a little bit boggy in here though, I must admit. A little bit squelchy. That's one of the best looking trees I think I've ever seen. I think there's some, I was going to call them parsnips. What are they called? Pheasants. Parsnips. Some parsnips under the tree. We'll see if I can try and get an angle where you can really enjoy it. Finn wants to chase after the parsnips. Finn, stop it. It's quite difficult to orbit the tree because I'm walking through a bog. Let's go under its boughs. Wow. Beautiful oak. Oh, let's not go under its boughs because it's even worse. What the hell? I guess the dead giveaway is all this grass, isn't it? It's all over the place, look. That's a shame. I kind of want to go and give that a bit of a hug. You can unsubscribe now if you want. I won't be offended. So I can hear the river just up ahead, and this massive shadow in the foreground is the shadow of that tree. Look at it. Wow, can you imagine this on a misty day? Okay, I've got to the fence. I'm a little bit perturbed because it looks like, that looks to me like a footpath, doesn't it? Yeah, I reckon I'm supposed to be on that side. This is really, really boggy. I almost ended up on the backside then. Is this the way we go? I don't know if it is. I'm just kind of blindly following Finn. I can definitely hear the river now though. And yes, down there, there's a parsnip. That was so close. So I think I'm heading to that corner there. Ooh. Okay, this one's slightly tricky. It's really tricky to get Finn over And I'm absolutely covered in mud now. Okay, this is Nook Lane, and if we'd gone down that road before, earlier on, the Puddlemire Lane, we would have ended up on this and coming down here, but it's much more interesting going through those squelchy fields, and I wouldn't have seen that tree. So it's definitely worthwhile. Right, Finn's on the lead, because this is now a road with vehicles. This is Nook Bridge, by the way. How cute. Very cute indeed. So this is Lupton Beck, running in from somewhere. I don't know. But we're going down here. So across the bridge and then left. Right, we're now heading towards a little farmstead, I think. And then it's a very short walk back to the van, which is at a place called, believe it or not, Moss Side. Not the Moss Side, just a Moss Side, I hope. If it is the Moss Side, my van won't be there anymore. Yeah, so looking back at Farleton now, kind of came in from that side there. You can see that coppice of wood, and you can actually see the oak tree that was there. And maybe, I don't know if you can see it. And then we probably got to around about this point here and then zigzagged up. So when I lifted Finn over that stile a minute ago, I got my hands covered in what I thought was mud, but unfortunately I think it's cow poo, sheep poo, fox poo, everything. Poor little thing. She's so low to the ground that she just gets everything on her belly. Just fly went right into my eye. But that's okay. We're going to the pub now, and she can clean it off on the carpet. So the place I'm thinking of going to is the Plough at Lupton. And it's kind of, it's a nice place. It's kind of semi-fancy. It's certainly not the kind of place you go covered in mud like I am now, with a very muddy, stinky, poo-covered dog. But who cares, I'm gonna go. And I could always sit outside. It's a nice outside area. Come on, come through. Good dog. That nice big buzzard there, look. Just put my camera away as well, not typical. Anyway, just want to say before I get to the van and then head off to the pub, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate, you spending your precious time watching these videos. And I hope you've got something from it today, whether it's an idea to come and do it yourself, or whether you just want a little bit of peace and chill time. Listen to me waffling on in this crazy and, scary world we live in right now. It's sometimes nice just to embed yourself in nature, and if you can't do it in real life, you can kind of do it, vicariously through me. And Finn just kind of choking to death on camera. Oh no, this is a slim boy gate. I don't know if I can do these. Oh no, we're going to create. Whoa! Oh no, nearly died on camera. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. Let's get to the van. It's literally just here. I've got a crazy dog running around. I can see the van. And we'll get to the pub. Come on, let's go. Come on, I know you're excited. Good girl. Wow, that was quick.